Lake Bodom, located near the town of Espoo in southern Finland, is a picturesque spot known for fishing and swimming. But on June 4, 1960, this serene location became the backdrop for one of the most horrifying unsolved murder cases in Finnish history. For teenagers, Nils Gustafsson, Seppo Blomman, Tillikki Maki, and Eerily Björklund set out for a weekend camping trip. The two couples, excited to welcome the summer, pitched their tent near the lake. They spent the evening drinking, swimming, and laughing, unaware of the nightmare that awaited them. The night of terror. By 2 a.m., the group had fallen asleep in their tent. But by morning, the scene was straight out of a horror movie. The tent had been slashed open, and the teenagers were brutally attacked. Tillikki, Seppo, and Eerily were found dead, their bodies riddled with stab wounds and blunt force trauma. Nils, the sole survivor, was gravely injured but alive. A group of birdwatchers later reported seeing a blond man, in black and red, walking away from the campsite, but they dismissed it, thinking it was just a wild partygoer. It wasn't until hours later that a local man, Esko Johansson, discovered the gruesome scene and alerted the police. The investigation, a series of blunders, the Finnish police's handling of the case was riddled with mistakes. They failed to secure the crime scene, leading to evidence contamination. Despite setting up roadblocks and arresting 88 wanted criminals, they couldn't find the killer. Nils, the survivor, described a blond man staring at him through the tent before the attack. Police created a chilling composite sketch of the suspect, but it led nowhere. Witnesses reported seeing a similar man in the woods, but his identity remained a mystery. The investigation narrowed down to two main suspects: Veikko Hermi, a local man with a violent streak. Hermi had a history of harassing campers. He even confessed to the murders while drunk, but his wife provided an alibi. Rumors suggest she later admitted to lying, but Hermi drowned himself in 1969, taking any secrets to his grave. Hans Assmann, a German immigrant with a dark past. Assmann was linked to a concentration camp and other murders. He was seen with dirt and red stains on his clothes the day after the killings, but he had a solid alibi and was never charged. A shocking twist: the survivor accused. In 2004, 44 years after the murders, Finnish police reopened the case using modern forensic techniques. In a shocking turn, they charged Nils Gustafsson, the lone survivor, with the murders. The prosecution claimed jealousy as the motive, but the evidence was weak. Nils, now a 62-year-old bus driver and family man, was acquitted in 2005. The court ruled that his injuries made it impossible for him to commit the crimes. He was awarded $660,000 for damages caused by the media frenzy. The legacy, a mystery that endures. To this day, the Lake Bodom murders remain unsolved. The campsite where the teens were killed is still used by campers, a chilling reminder of the tragedy. The case has inspired books, movies, and countless theories, but the identity of the killer remains a haunting mystery. On January 14, 1989, Chicago's MAC TV aired a chilling missing person poster during its nightly sign-off. The grainy image of a woman named Joanna Lopez was accompanied by complete silence. No details, no age, height, or last known location were provided. Just her name and a phone number for the Chicago Police Department's Youth Division. The poster aired repeatedly throughout the night, leaving viewers unsettled. 2 years later, in 1991, the same poster appeared again, this time slightly clearer, showing Joanna wearing sunglasses. But after just 10 seconds, the screen cut to colored bars, adding to the mystery. The search for answers: despite the broadcast, Joanna Lopez's name doesn't appear in any missing persons databases. Theories abound. Was she a real victim? Was the image digitally altered? Or was it an elaborate prank or hack? In 2022, Reddit users claimed to have contacted MAC, only to learn that the information was submitted anonymously and never followed up on. The FBI and Chicago PD have no records of Joanna Lopez, fueling speculation that she may not have existed at all. Theories and speculations. A victim of violence, Chicago in the late 80s and early 90s was plagued by crime. Joanna could have been one of thousands of missing persons cases that went unreported. A hoax or prank. Some believe the image was artificially created or part of an inside joke at the TV station. A hacker's work. Others speculate that a hacker infiltrated Mac's system and aired the poster as a prank. The enduring mystery, the Joanna Lopez case, continues to baffle internet sleuths. Her subreddit remains active, with users sharing theories and updates. But without concrete evidence, the truth may never be known. From the blood-soaked shores of Lake Bodom to the eerie silence of a Chicago TV broadcast, these mysteries remind us that some stories have no endings. They linger in our minds, sparking curiosity and fear, as we wonder, who was the Lake Bodom killer? And who is Joanna Lopez? If you enjoyed this deep dive into unsolved mysteries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling tales. And let us know in the comments, what do you think happened at Lake Bodom? And who is Joanna Lopez? The perfect vacation turns tragic. On May 3, 2007, the McCann family was enjoying a dream vacation at the Ocean Club in Praia da Luz, Portugal. Kate and Jerry McCann, along with their 3-year-old daughter Madeline and her younger siblings, were staying in a holiday apartment. That evening, the parents decided to dine with friends at a restaurant just 100 yards away. Leaving the children asleep in the apartment, Kate and Jerry left the door slightly open for easy access. Throughout the night, they and their friends took turns checking on the kids. But at 10 p.m., Kate returned to find the door wide open, the windows ajar, and Madeline gone. The search begins. Panic set in as the McCanns and their friends frantically searched for Madeline. The police were called, and an official investigation was launched. But as days turned into weeks, the case grew colder. A key witness, Jane Tanner, reported seeing a man carrying a child near the apartment around the time of the disappearance. Her description of the man: long hair, bushy eyebrows, and a mustache matched that of another tourist, Gail Cooper, who had encountered a suspicious man days earlier. This man claimed to be collecting money for an orphanage, but no such place existed. The suspects and the sketches. Based on witness descriptions, police released a chilling sketch of the suspect. For years, this man became the focus of the investigation. However, in 2012, it was revealed that the man Jane Tanner saw was actually an innocent father carrying his own child. In 2013, a new suspect emerged, and a digital render of a different man was released. But the case remained unsolved. In 2019, a Netflix documentary reignited interest in Madeline's disappearance. Shortly after, police identified a new suspect, Christian Bruckner, a German man with a criminal past. Bruckner had been seen driving a suspicious Volkswagen camper van near the resort on the night of the disappearance. Even more chilling, Bruckner allegedly confessed to a bar patron that he was involved in Madeline's disappearance. While he denies the claims, police continue to investigate him, offering hope that the case may finally be solved. The McCanns enduring pain. For over 16 years, Kate and Jerry McCann have endured unimaginable pain. Despite being wrongly accused by the media and Portuguese authorities, they have never given up hope of finding their daughter. On May 31, 2001, 22-year-old Charlotte Murray Pace had just graduated from Louisiana State University. She was preparing to start a new life in Atlanta when tragedy struck. A man broke into her home and stabbed her 81 times with a screwdriver, ending her life in a brutal act of violence. A pattern of terror. Charlotte's murder was part of a series of attacks in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. A serial killer was targeting women, often stalking them for weeks before striking. The killer would pose as a kind stranger, asking for help before turning violent. In July 2002, Diane Alexander survived an attack by the same man. Her description of the suspect, an African-American man, contradicted the FBI's initial profile, which suggested the killer was a white male. This mistake delayed the investigation, allowing the killer to claim more victims. The hunt for the killer, forensic evidence eventually pointed to Derek Todd Lee, an African-American man with a history of domestic abuse and stalking. His DNA matched samples from 5 crime scenes, linking him to the murders. The hunt for the killer, forensic evidence eventually pointed to Derek Todd Lee, an African-American man with a history of domestic abuse and stalking. His DNA matched samples from 5 crime scenes, linking him to the murders. The legacy of fear, known as the Ghost of Baton Rouge, Derek Todd Lee's crimes left a lasting impact on the community. His chilling police sketch serves as a reminder of the evil that once haunted the city. If you found these stories gripping, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true crime mysteries. And let us know in the comments, do you think Madeline's case will ever be solved?